Hello everyone. Today we will discuss on dual cycle. What is this dual cycle? A combination of Otto cycle and diesel cycle evolves a new cycle that is known as dual cycle. So in dual cycle there are 5 processes which we described clearly in the coordinate diagram. So here are the coordinate diagram, that is PV and TS diagram. So this PV diagram represents the pressure volume diagram and TS diagram represents temperature entropy diagram. So in these two diagrams, the processes are 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 1. Now what is this 1 to 2 process? 1 to 2 process is named as reversible adiabatic compression process. And 2 to 3 and 3 to 4 are named as heat addition process. But in 2 to 3, the heat is added at constant volume, and in 3 to 4, the heat is added at constant pressure. So here you can see for 2 to 3 process, the heat is added at constant volume. For 2 to 3, the volume is constant, and for 3 to 4, the pressure is constant. So pressure is constant, see, it is clearly visible from this diagram. Then 4 to 5, it is reversible adiabatic expansion process. And 5 to 1, that is constant volume heat rejection process. So for this dual cycle, we are going to measure the performance of the cycle. So how you have to measure the performance? It is measured by means of efficiency. So to calculate the efficiency, here we consider the expression to be 1 minus Q2 by Q1. So what is this Q2? Q2 is the heat rejection at constant volume, and Q1 is heat added at constant volume and at constant pressure. So Q1, see in the PV diagram, here it is heat is added in the 2 to 3 process and 3 to 4 process. So for 2 to 3, what is the magnitude of heat that is added? That is MCV T3 minus T2. So see, MCV T3 minus T2 plus, that is for 3 to 4 process, again heat is added. So that is MCP T4 minus T3. So here you see, here we consider the specific heat at constant volume because this is for constant volume process. And here we consider the specific heat at constant pressure. It means it is the heat added during the constant pressure process. Now heat rejection. This heat rejection takes place at constant volume. So the magnitude of Q2 is equal to MCV T5 minus T1. So we substitute this value, or you can say the expression of Q1 and Q2 is substituted in the expression of efficiency, that is 1 minus MCV T5 minus T1 by MCV T3 minus T2 plus MCP T4 minus T3. So by taking M to be common from the denominator, so M and M cancels each other. CV is divided in the numerator and in the denominator. As CV is divided, so from here the CV is omitted, and from this also the CV is omitted, and here CP by CV, see here it is gamma. CP by CV is equal to gamma, right? Now we discuss the various types of ratios for this dual cycle. So compression ratio. So this compression ratio is measured for compression process. So remember, for compression ratio, the definition is it is maximum volume by minimum volume. The ratio of maximum volume by minimum volume. So see, for compression process, what is the maximum volume? That is V1. And what is the minimum volume? That is V2. Right? So for compression process, it is V1 by V2. Then expansion ratio, that is RE. So for this 4 to 5 process, the compression for 4 to 5 process, it is expansion ratio. So again, it is maximum volume by minimum volume. So here, if you consider this is V5 and this is V4. This is V4, this is V5. Right? So which volume is maximum? That is V5 is maximum. So it is V5 by V4. So see here it is V5 by V4. Then cutoff ratio. So this cutoff ratio is measured for constant pressure process. This is constant pressure process. So for this, which volume is maximum? That is V4. So V4 and V3. So V4 is maximum, then V3. So here we consider maximum volume by minimum volume. Then constant volume pressure ratio. This we measured for constant volume process, that is 2 to 3. So here you consider this is P2 and this is P3. So if it is P2 and P3, so here also we consider the maximum value by minimum value. So which pressure is maximum? That is P3. So the ratio becomes P3 by P2. And we know the relation between compression, expansion and cutoff ratio, that is RK equal to RE into RC is, or you can say RE equal to RK by RC. Right? So next we consider process 3 to 4. So process 3 to 4 is constant volume constant pressure heat addition process. So 3 to 4 is constant pressure heat addition process. So for this, we consider the relation, that is PV by T equal to constant. So if it is PV by T equal to constant, here we consider P3 V3 by T3 equal to P4 V4 by T4. So as P3 is equal to P4 for a constant pressure process, so the expression is T3 by T4 equal to V3 by V4. But we know that the cutoff ratio is what? The cutoff ratio is V4 by V3. So here we consider V3 by V4 as 1 by RC. So T3 equal to T4 by RC. Now for process 2 to 3, again it is a heat addition process but at constant volume. So see here this is 2 to 3 heat addition process at constant volume. So as it is at constant volume, so here we use the relation, that is PV by T equal to constant. So you can say P2 V2 by T2 equal to P3 V3 by T3. So as this is a constant volume process, so here we consider V2 is equal to V3. So it cancels each other and the expression becomes T2 by T3 is equal to P2 by P3. So we can say T2 equal to T3 into P2 by P3, and we already expressed T3 as T4 by RC. So in place of T3 we substitute T4 by RC, and P2 by P3, or you can say the pressure ratio is considered as P3 by P2. So here it is P2 by P3. So we can say it is 1 by RP. So the T2 is equal to T4 by RC into RP. Now we consider process, that is 1 to 2. We consider process 1 to 2, that is reversible adiabatic compression process. As it is reversible adiabatic compression process, so we can consider the expression TV to the power gamma minus 1. So if we consider the expression TV to the power gamma minus 1 for 1 to 2 process, so we can say T1 V1 to the power gamma minus 1 is equal to T2 V2 to the power gamma minus 1. So by rearranging it, we consider T1 by T2 is equal to V2 by V1 to the power gamma minus 1. And we know that the compression ratio is what? V1 by V2. So here it is V2 by V1. So we can say it is 1 by RK to the power gamma minus 1. So here we can say T1 is equal to T2 by RK to the power gamma minus 1. But we represent T2 as or T2 is equal to T4 by RC into RP. So here we consider T1 is equal to T4 by Rp into Rc into Rk to the power gamma minus 1. So next we consider process 4 to 5. So this process is reversible adiabatic expansion process. So adiabatic process means we can use the relation Tv to the power gamma minus 1 equal to constant. So it is for 4 to 5 process. So we can say T5V5 to the power gamma minus 1 equal to T4V4 to the power gamma minus 1. So just rearrange the expression T5 by T4 equal to V4 by V5 to the power gamma minus 1. So for expansion process, we define expansion ratio, that is Re equal to V5 by V4. So here we have V4 by V5, it means it is 1 by Re to the power gamma minus 1. So we can say T5 is equal to T4 into, so in place of Re, we substitute, that is Rk by Rc. So as we substitute Rk by Rc in place of Re, so we get the expression of T5 to be T4 into Rc to the power gamma minus 1 by Rk to the power gamma minus 1. Now substitute the value of T1, T2, T3 and T5 in the expression of efficiency. So expression of efficiency which we discussed previously, that is T5 by T1 by T3 minus T2 plus gamma into T4 minus T1. Sorry, T4 minus T3. So if you substitute all the values here, the expression of efficiency for the dual cycle becomes 1 minus 1 by Rk to the power gamma minus 1 into Rp into Rc to the power gamma minus 1 by Rp minus 1 plus gamma Rp in whole bracket Rc minus 1. So this is the expression of dual cycle. This is the expression of efficiency of the dual cycle in terms of compression ratio, pressure ratio and cutoff ratio. Thank you.